What's up, guys? I'm Dan.
And I'm Danny.
And we're back with another episode of Pourmichiganbeer Reviews. What are we working with?
Bells.
Another Bell's allocated item, recently just put into distribution. This is Larry's Latest, which they've done series of Larry's Latest before, I believe.
Yeah, I think the last layer, wasn't there like a sour?
Yes,
okay.
exactly. This is the Juicy IPA. They literally just called it Juicy IPA. They couldn't come up with anything else.
Who's Larry? Like their head brewer?
It's the owner.
Oh.
So I think pretty much Larry's just, at this point, a marketing.
Larry.
They're marketing him because he does nothing with brewing. He doesn't do any of that. So, especially the things I've read and seen. Anyways, he's the owner. He's probably done well in his life. He's done this since 1985. So the bottle said it. So, are we going to like this? Let's find out. Allocated item, 2 cases only. $10.49 retail. I think it's ballpark the same as Two Hearted. So, there it is. There's the backstory. The name, Larry's Latest, is a nod to the spirit of innovation and experimentation that Larry started in 1985 and continues within the brewery to this day. Our latest Juicy IPA is highly aromatic with a soft hop bitterness that explodes with notes of aromas of citrus and peach. 6% alcohol. I really like that this was bottled on 9/1, so it's a little over 2 weeks. But this could be better. I always say for Bell's, they're too big because I wish I could get something a little bit fresher. I mean, it's a Michigan product. I should be getting this like a week out, easy, like 6 days. But fine, I'll take it. It's still fresh. Bottle opener, boom. We sell those at Hanson Foods. That's a local boy that makes those.
A 9-year-old, well, he might be 10 now, but
9, 10,
when
11.
he started his business, he was 9 years old, and he makes these with his dad.
Cool bottle
Oh.
opener. They're pretty cool, I'd say.
And profit of proceeds, or I guess the income of his business, goes to local kids being able to get skateboards and bikes and things like that.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Great story. I do like it. I like that Bell's did a black cap on this. I've never seen the black cap, really. Unless that's on
the
Larry's
bottle,
Latest.
is actually pretty cool.
I
too.
like it. I just wish they would have came up with a cooler name, I suppose.
Hating on Larry.
It doesn't say hazy. It's a Juicy IPA, so it's not hazy per se. It's got a little bit of. It's definitely not completely see-through. It does have some fog to it. I'm just seeing a little bit of a shadow of my hand on the other end. Not big head retention. Poured it pretty conservative.
Yep.
A little bit of outer ring going on the formation there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing crazy. You got a little bit more head than me for once.
Yep. That's going away.
That sounded bad. Anyways, yeah, I guess just like, it's like pale.
Like murky.
Yeah, murky pale yellow. I nothing really that cool about it. I mean, I'm just, a little bit of carbonation, nothing too crazy streaming to the top.
Smell.
Not cheers yet. We're going to aroma.
Kind of smells like good though.
Muddled. I think this is muddled. When you're saying aromatic.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's not like overpowering.
I don't know. Maybe this wasn't double dry hopped. Everybody's used to that. But I'm actually searching to get something here. I am really having a hard time.
It's like citrusy.
I'm having a really hard time reaching for what I'm smelling. Honestly, I think it's very muddled on the nose.
Yeah, it's pretty faint.
I'm sorry, having a hard time. Really, I am. I'm getting maybe faint citrus notes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But
citrus.
I'm not getting anything else. I already don't like that I can't smell what is said to be aromatic. Larry's Latest. We're going in. Cheers. Hope this is good. Wow. A lot more going on in the taste.
A lot of flavor.
But this is almost West Coast.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they said Juicy IPA. There is a little bit of that, but the way that this
It's bitter.
finished, it's got bitterness on here. This has got some bitterness on the back end. I'm not upset yet. Hold on. I might like it still. It's got a little bit of like peachy juiciness with a little bit of like halos, like orange little clementine skin intertwined with a little bit of peachiness. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of like apricot in there. Maybe. A little bit of like doughy maltiness on the front end, just a little bit, and then it transitions into a little bit of that citrus, a little bit of juiciness, and then you're hit with a wave of IPA. I mean, it's bitter. It's got pine resin on the back end. It finishes in a very sharp way on the back end. It's it's not sweet. Too. This is a more of a bitter, dry finish. A dash bit misleading on the label, I would say.
Yeah. A little too bitter for me on the back end, too.
I get a little bit of lemon, a little bit of orange skin, definitely a hint of that peachy juiciness, just a dash. Mm-hmm. Not that juicy. A lot of pine resin, a lot of bitterness on the back end, reels it in, it makes you forget any juiciness you just had.
Do you think it's like for Bell's, though? Like, I can't remember another Bell's that's like overly juicy.
I mean, you're looking at, they've done official fantastic ways. I mean, they've done official in a very nice way. It's a New England style. This is a juicy, though. So people now with beer, we're misled when we read labels, because when we think juicy now, we think New England style, but technically they aren't incorrect to say that it's juicy.
Yeah.
I think it could have been a dash juicier, but really you almost could have just put, if this was a little bit clearer and a little bit sharper, you almost could have just said West Coast IPA. You could have just called this an IPA. I like it. I don't know if I like the name of it.
Yeah. And especially like the description on the back too. I don't get peach.
I get very subtle stone fruitiness, and I think that's where any of this juiciness is coming from. Because otherwise, if you're not getting the stone fruit thing, or the I guess a peach stone fruit, right?
Yeah, a peach is stone
fruit. So
I
guess if you don't think you're getting the stone fruit of that juiciness, all you're getting is pithy, grapefruity, clementine skin. That's all other. You have to search, and like I said, in the nose,
it's citrus.
It's a little bit of citrus. Yeah. And I think like that peach and any of that stone fruit's very disguised, very hidden by the overwhelming skin and pithy, piney bitterness that just it entraps the whole thing. And unfortunately, if you're looking for juicy New England qualities, you're really not getting them here. This is going to be more of that almost stone finish. I mean, like West Coast bitter IPA. If I had to guess, I mean,
and I'm not a West Coast lover.
See, and I like it. So, my only complaint is this label's a dash misleading for me. I don't call this really juicy. It's our palates are so different now. When you think of juiciness, you think of New England style. And unfortunately, not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying.
But someone might buy it.
They're misled.
Yeah, under the assumption that they're gonna get something.
And maybe Bell's knows that. Well, no, Bell sells everything. I mean, they're not desperate. I'm just thinking maybe.
But when you do put juicy or hazy on things, people tend to probably grab it.
I do get, it's coming to me now. The more I'm drinking it, the bitterness isn't affecting me as much on the back end. I'm getting a little bit more of that stone fruity clementine skin entanglement. I really am. I'm starting to sense it a little bit because my palate's adjusting. But if I had to guess, this is 60 plus IBU. I mean, this could be 70, 75. I'm just guessing for my palate. And it tastes like a solid just IPA, if you ask me. I mean, it's got great qualities in it. I just don't know if I agree with juicy IPA in the end.
Yeah,
but it's. Agreed. I mean, I'm telling you, take another sip. I mean, you don't like the bitterness, but it's there. I mean, there is a subtle quality of it. It's just not what I thought it would be. Yeah,
exactly. And actually, there's a lot more flavor on it than the nose gives off too.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is just an IPA is good. If someone's like, this reminds me actually, and then I keep saying Stone, is because I think this reminds me of Tangerine Express by Stone. I think this is very close, if I remember correctly. My mind's just going to that for some reason. So Stone, close to like almost a West Coast, like East Coast hybrid, something like that.
Rating
for Dan because I might ding them because I like the beer. I personally really like the beer because I like West Coast IPAs. Yeah. I like IPAs.
But it's not what you probably
No, the beer's not at all what I thought it was going to be. It drinks sharp for 6%. It honestly drinks like it could be 7.5. It feels a little bit bigger, heavier on the palate with that. Maybe it's just that big malty dash of bitterness too that's hitting you all at once, but I do like the flavors. If you just called it IPA or West Coast IPA, I might have rated it higher. I don't, I like the beer. The marketing gets me, I'm like, I don't know where you got juicy from, but I get some subtle qualities of it. I'm making this review really long. I talked a lot. 3.8 out of 5. I'm taking other factors in. I mean, I think it's a dash misleading. If you would have just called it IPA or whatever, something IPA, West Coast, Clementine IPA, whatever, I would have been happier with it. That's why I'm dinging it. And otherwise, I think great hops in here, great balance. I like the dry bitter finish. Big fan of the beer. Maybe would have went 4 out of 5 otherwise. But so 3.8 out of 5.
I was going 3.75 just because the bitterness is just a little bit too bitter for me. But and just wasn't what we were expecting.
Yep.
But
still drink. I mean, don't
it's
Bell's.
still a
Hey,
good
if
beer.
Bell's sees us, I like this beer. Just call it something different. I mean, Larry's Latest could be anything. I totally get it, but for me,
like just call it Larry's Latest. I don't know, West Coast IPA.
I would have called it Clementine IPA or Peach IPA, whatever. Whatever. You just you play on that, and I get it. So anyway.